Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about what everyone with social anxiety should know about social confidence. I'm going to talk about the myths of social confidence. In order to do that, I'm first going to tell you about what I thought social confidence was that it isn't, and then I'm going to talk about what social confidence really is. So, what it isn't, that I thought that it was, is a big deal. You know, I thought that, wow, social confidence, that's only reserved for a select few. And back then I thought, you know, when you have social confidence, that's such rock star status. You know, when you have that, you want to run up to everyone all the time and talk to them and make friends with everyone, and you'll constantly be socializing, you'll be going out and blah blah blah, and you could if you wanted to, but you know, it's not that you're going to like everyone that you walk up to. And you know, why would you want to walk up to every single person and start a conversation with them? You know, if you want to do that, you can, but you don't have to. Okay? So it's not the big deal that I thought that it was. And another thing, I thought that socially confident people are people that are really loud, are really funny, are really extroverted, and really outgoing. Some people are. But some socially confident people are. But not all socially confident people are outgoing. I know really confident introverts. You know, people that might not be talking the whole time when they're in a social situation, but they're comfortable with themselves, they're enjoying the social interaction, and they're, you know, contributing in their own way, and they might have more one-on-one conversations that are a bit deeper than that they're the outgoing ones. But they're socially confident. There's a wide variety of social confidence. Okay? So that is what social confidence is not. It's not arrogance, and it's not something really super special. You know, it's really not that big of a deal. So what is social confidence? Well, like I said, it's not that big of a deal. It only seems like a big deal when you're socially anxious. Because when you're socially anxious, socializing is really difficult. It's really difficult to just listen when you're talking to someone. Why? Because you're anxious. You know, it's really difficult to think of what to say. It's really difficult to be in the moment. It's really difficult to make a joke. Why? Because you're anxious, you know? Your brain has activated the fight, flight, freeze response, and your whole system is in survival mode. Well, that's not the time to think of jokes, or to be clever, or to listen to someone talking their story. You know, that's not interesting to your system at that moment in time, because that system of yours believes it's in danger, so it wants to get the hell out of there. And because you're operating from that fight, flight, freeze response, because you're anxious, that's why socializing is such a big deal. Socializing becomes effortless. That's why I talk about effortless social confidence, because socializing is no big deal. Being socially confident is no big deal. It's just, you're just feeling relaxed and you're just interacting with people. And why do you feel relaxed? Because you feel safe. Okay? It's safe to be yourself socially, because you like yourself, respect yourself, accept yourself, trust yourself, respect yourself. If I said that already, you know, you're okay with making mistakes. It's all not such a big deal. And basically what it comes down to is you have positive, supportive beliefs about yourself, and you have positive, supportive beliefs about others. And as a result of that, you feel safe socially. Because you feel safe socially, there's not that danger. There's danger. I'm scanning for danger. Watch out. You know, I'm not safe. Because that I'm not safe is not there, there's no fight, flight, freeze response being activated. You're not anxious. And as a result, socializing is a breeze. Okay? You don't have to be outgoing for it. You don't have to you know, be the funniest or the wittiest or the most intelligent one or be talking the whole time. You know, you can sometimes just shut the hell up and just enjoy a social situation. Okay? So the myth of social confidence is that it's no big deal once you free yourself of those negative limiting beliefs that cause you to see social situations as dangerous and you feel safe, then socializing becomes really easy. Okay? And it sounds like, wow, that's impossible to achieve. Actually, that's not impossible to achieve at all. You can achieve it rather quickly. I'm not talking about overnight, you know, though overnight improvement is possible and massive improvement within weeks is common when you apply EFT in the right way. How to do that? Go to my homepage, learn more about it, and sign up for my newsletter, because I've got a lot of information to share, and I share that in my newsletter. You know, I've recently written like 30 emails explaining to you how to get to a place of feeling safe socially. So you're going to love that. And hope that's helpful. And if you have any comments or questions, leave them below, and I'll talk to you soon.